Hi guys, this is Tarot with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is your weekly tarot card forecast for November 13th through November 19th, 2016. As always, I'm going to pull 3 cards from the tarot deck, one for your work and financial life, one for your love and romantic life, and one for your home and family life. Alright, let's get going. Okay, so for your work and financial life, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And this is telling me that you need to let go of things that aren't bearing fruit. Like, acknowledge where you are wasting your energy, where you're putting too much work or effort or energy into something that's just not happening, and then let it go and move forward from there. I'm also getting like a big don't let fear hold you back. Because a lot of times people know that something isn't working, but they'd rather continue throwing their energy at that because it's comfortable, or because they're used to it, or because they don't know what it's like to not throw their energy at it. And really, all that comes back down to fear. Like you're so comfortable in doing that, or you're so used to doing that you're afraid of what it's like if you're not doing that anymore. You're scared of the unknown, right? So don't let fear keep you stuck in a position where you're just throwing your energy at something that isn't coming to fruition. So, again, this is in your work section. So, if it's like a job that you don't want to be in, but you're afraid to look for another place, another type of employment, or something along those lines, because you are like, you've just been there so long, you know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, I hate my job, but what am I going to do about it now? Kind of thing. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, I mean, acknowledge when you're in that kind of state where you're just throwing energy away, and then decide to stop doing it, make a choice to stop doing it and move forward. In your love life, we have the Four of Wands, and this is reversed. And this is the card of marriage and partnerships. Of course, when it's upright, it can be giving you like all that. You're, maybe going to find a new love or have a proposal or something like that. When it's reversed, it's not, people think it's the opposite. It's not the opposite. It's just the energy is a little bit blocked. And so maybe you need to just put in a little more work this week, but not very much. So, I mean, all in all, good love week. You're happy and you're in a good relationship if you're in a partnership, but you might just have like a little spat, and it's like this card is saying, well, don't hang on to that. Just be like, oh, well, it was silly that we argued about that, and then move forward, move past it. So putting in that extra little work to kind of make that relationship, not like make it work, but like, get past your little issue that you had. If you are looking for someone new and interested in finding someone new, that person is still very likely to come to you this week, but it's like, say you have a friend who wants you to go out to a party and you kind of really don't want to. This is like, put that little bit of extra work. And even though you don't want to, do it, because that's where that person could be. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like overcoming that little bit of like hesitation, or that little bit of like kind of blocked energy this week. Just plow through that, and then it'll essentially like give you the results of if it were upright, So it's all still there. It's just a little bit blocked. So push through the blockage and make it come out to be, upright. Marriage, partnerships, happy relationships, meeting people, love, all that sort of stuff is on offer for you. Again, this is like in your love section. So this is a really good card to have, especially in this placement, because all of that is there for you if you just push through that little blockage. In your home life, we have the Eight of Cups and it's upright. And this is the card of moving on. Twice I've talked about so far moving on, moving forward, getting over things. Here it is one more time. Move on, move forward, get over things. So, I know I'm being kind of flippant. It's also a card of travel. So what I'm getting is like two separate ways that this can show up. And I know I'm located here in the United States, and a lot of my viewers I know are in the US as well. Um, Mad shout out to all you who aren't. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. But up here in the US, we celebrate Thanksgiving. That's coming up next week. So I'm going to use that as an example. And so even if you don't celebrate that holiday, I'm just kind of go with my example. So this card is coming up like two ways to me. First, as I said, removing yourself from a negative situation. So, for example, you might decide that you're not going to spend Thanksgiving or any of the upcoming holidays um, with your family or with your in laws. You know, you could be like, look, we do it every year, and every year it just is so frustrating, and I'm pulling my hair out, and I'm just going to decide that I'm going to remove myself from that situation, and this is the year that I'm not going to do that. So it could be, you know, kind of showing up like that. It's removing yourself from the negativity, deciding that you're going to move on from that situation. On the other side of that, I also said another meaning of it is travel. So, and I know this is going to sound kind of dichotomous, but again, with the Thanksgiving example, next week, this could be you deciding that you are going to go see, um, you know, family or in laws for Thanksgiving, and they may not be close, or even if they kind of are close, but you know you don't live together, you're gonna have to travel to see them. So whether it's short distance travel, but what I'm getting a lot of this is like flying to go see them or driving to go see them. So this could also be kind of like arranging travel plans to go spend next week with some relatives. So so you're either going to spend it with them or you're not. But either way, it comes down to the same type of card. Moving, like physically moving your body, traveling to go see them or to make holiday arrangements, you know, buying plane tickets, making the arrangements to do it, or conversely deciding you're removing yourself from a negative situation and you might not see them. Again, for my outside US viewers, who don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I know that's just kind of like an example that was super specific to our country, but it's the same kind of thing. It just could be for different holidays for you all because we are in the fall, and that's kind of really what's coming up to me is like the holiday season. So it could be that you're making plans for whatever sort of holidays that you celebrate, and this is the same type of energy as buying those plane tickets. You know, it's coming up in the home and family section, which is why I'm really harping on this like holiday, spending it with family, seeing family. Um, but it could very well come up for some of you as like just a family vacation. If that's kind of on your agenda for the near future, if you're not specifically talking about holidays. But again, that would just be for like a very few of you, that it's just your family proper and you're just going like, or loading everyone up in the car and like traveling to somewhere just for your vacation. So that's what we've got going on this week, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube page. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr, where I pull a tarot card every day, reading the energy of that specific day. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.